Q's bouncing. Probably gonna take this oracle off because it looks like we're getting a bounce in the markets. Probably not gonna get much for it either. I took oracle off. I get out at 28 cents. Get in at 50 out of 28. So about a 50% loss on that one. A little less. But I don't. The market is starting to show. It's finding a little bit of support. We might flush down this afternoon, but on these cats, I can't let a lot of time go by on them because there's just too much risk. Too much risk to the premium just getting wiped out. Again, because they're way out of the money. Remember, so there's not much time between now and the close of the day to get to those strike prices. NVIDIA also kind of in the same boat as Oracle, coming in pretty much. You got Oracle a little cheap and you got a 10 cents on it. Good job, Gary. Nice. Very good. Yeah, it was worth the trade. I mean, it's definitely worth the trade. I made money on the upside, lost money on the downside, but it's kind of choppy right now. Market again, we just don't know if it's putting in a bottom yet or not. Google needs to get back up above the 15 after the 8 today, or I'm going to have to dump it. Hate to do it, but I'm going to have to dump it because it's breaking down below technical support, and we'll see where it is at the end of the day. It's trying to bounce just a little bit right now, but the market's taking most of the tech stocks down with it pretty hard right now. Google trying to bounce. Again, I took Oracle off. I'm looking for anything here right now because the market is just not doing anything. It's just sideways here. you've got to be on these won't catch. You've got to be a lot faster on Fridays. You just can't give them a lot of time because you just don't have any time. The time decay is going to strip. These are out of the monies, so that all of the premium is in time decay and volatility. So they can strip away really fast. So they got to move in your favor, and you really can't afford to have any bounces for a short or any pullbacks for a long, or even any compressions on Friday. Very difficult to trade on Friday on these things. Pretty big market pullback today. SPY right now down 1.3%. This is a pretty big drop. Triple Q's down 2%. This is a very big drop off the all-time high on the SPY. So I can get filled on my KSS yet. It's trading at 64 cents right now. Very tough trading here. Jerry, you're getting into better trading conditions for the boom catch. Yeah, they're pretty hard. You've got to be very. They're very. You got to find very specific ones, and so you're doing a lot of searching for particular conditions, and then trying to take them when you hit the right one. Yeah, it's a little bit tiring finding, and I don't. I'm really gonna be lay off them. I'm not gonna do anywhere near as many on Friday. Friday's much more difficult. A reversal will knock the premiums down pretty fast, way faster than on Wednesday or Thursday or Tuesday or Monday, anywhere early in the week. This kind of compression like this is it's murder on those things. So again, I'm only looking for ones that have standout conditions. Right now, I'm not finding anything else. Still cold. Okay, I'm gonna roll KSS for 62 cents. That's the best I can get for it right now. I don't think it's gonna change much. 0.62. So I just rolled that for $62. Credit for next week. What happened? We collected. We bought back this week's for 19 cents, and we got 79 for it last week. So we took a $60 profit off per contract on the ones we just bought back. Get in for 79, get out for 19. So we took $60, and we sold next week's for 81 cents. So we got $80 of potential profit into next week. So we made we're down $15 on the January puts that we bought, and on this week's we made what did I say we made? $60, $60 at it. So we're up about $45 a contract on this these right now. Okay, so that's rolled. I rolled the KSS weekly ATM out to next week's 2350 puts, bought back this week's, sold next week's, got an additional $62 credit. So we made $60 on this week's puts that we bought back. We made 60 on the ones that we sold the other day, and we've got next week we get another $62 of credit. So we've got some decent. This stock's in a decent position. Up about $45 a contract right now on this. trying to bounce. Oracle bouncing up again. I'm not messing around with these shorts here right now. Got to find something outstanding. And Friday's is going to be tough, so I'm probably not going to take very many more of these Zoom cats today. I'll be looking for some intraday SPY super system trades now. Let's see how much of a bounce we get here. We're still well below the VWAP here, well below the pivot point. I just got above the 15 on the 5-minute chart.
I'm going to make noise.
Okay.
I'm going to make noise for a minute.
Okay.
Give up the ghost?
Members watching this DQOL trading at lows of the day. Google launching beta experience for live speech-to-speech translations with headphones.
And I'm not doing anything right now as the market tries to bounce. We've got to take time to gauge what this how effective this bounce is going to be. Because this was a pretty deep drop here this morning. If you look at yesterday's candle in the SPY, let's just compare the two here. You can see this is where we opened yesterday, and this is where we pulled back to, and this is where we closed. I mean, we had a big rally yesterday afternoon. Now this is a really ugly candle, but notice we came down below the 15, almost right to the 678.19 right here, and now we're bouncing back above the 8, above the 15 with the 8 right here. I don't know where we're going to go. I never have any idea, but I have no clue right now. Q's looking like the same thing, so I just don't feel comfortable to try to take longs right now, and I don't want to be taking shorts right now. So again, I get out of my Oracle trade for a loss. I don't want to mess with it anymore. There's too much likelihood of a bounce, which with cats are very dangerous, because cats, out of the money catalyst trades on a Friday can deteriorate really quickly if it goes against you for very long at all, just a few minutes.
Hey Google, what's the high today in James Island?
Today in Charleston, expect a high of 58 degrees.
58.
Feels cooler than that.
getting a little bounce here in the market. Nothing to write home about here after this huge pull down today. But again, the SPY right now on the daily chart is back up above the 15 and moving up toward the 8 right now. And the Qs are also above the 50. They went right down to the 50-day moving average and bounced right off the 50-day moving average. About 12:15. I'm not doing much here right now, as you can see. This we don't know what the market's going to do. Can find some decent quick intraday trades, but I'm not doing anything right now. Again, we got the VWAP right up here. Market moving up a little bit. Market internal is moving up just a bit. But are we in a? Is it for the day? Are we going to bounce from here? I don't have any clue. Can I classify KSS roll? Are you just doing the current position? Yeah, I mean, our current position was we sold this week's puts, okay, for 23.50 puts, and we bought puts for $21 out in January. All right, those stay on. Those January 21 puts stay on. We're rolling the position, which what we do is we buy back the December 12th 23.50 puts, the ones we had sold for this week, and we sell next week's 23.50 puts, and we did that for $62 credit. I should probably emphasize that was a credit you got when you roll this. You're seeing a spread of $3 to 11 cents, a 0.3 to a 0.11 to open the KSS trade. Yeah, that's a good price. Yeah, that's very cheap. Assuming you make sure you're using the 23.50 for next week, selling next week's 23.50s, and buying the January 16th, January 16th 21 puts. Yeah. I don't know if that, I'd have to go in and put in the prices on it, but that would be okay. I think when I put it on, I actually paid 16 cents for it when I did the original one, but that's about right. Whoops. Hit my mic off. Sorry, Gary. Again, the KSS roll you're asking about. Hopefully, it's clear to you right now. If you're initiating the trade today, you're gonna sell next week's 23.50, December 19th, 23.50 puts, and you're gonna buy January 16th, 21 puts. And for whatever it's going to be a small amount. It's going to be what you said, probably 3 to 11 cents, something like that. I paid 16 cents when I originally put it on. That's not a concern. I'm just making sure you're getting a decent credit on this thing. And again, the stock's trading at 23.78. So the puts we sold, we got some decent premium on next week's. Again, the minimum you get, you want to get 1% on the puts that you sell. And we sold next week's for 81, and the stock's 23.50. That's a very good price. They're at 71 right now, by the way. We're up another $10 on those things. About 12.19 here right now. Again, hey, ASA. ZS, nice week one D1, thank you. ZS. Zoom scaler, Z scaler. Yeah, the D1's weak. It's right here is your Z scaler trade, or the chart. Again, 237.71 needs to stay below that to stay short this trade. But that's a pretty nice short right there. Came down pretty nicely this morning, but now it's bouncing along with everything else in the market. I'm not comfortable trying to go long right now today. Not for swings and not for intraday trades right now. I had some really good the out of the money ones today. I lost money on Oracle, but I made money on John Deere and a lot of money on Tesla. Took $2 off a contract on Tesla. Thanks, Ram Kumar. Bounced a little bit. Right off the 443.42 was the next support level. Bounced off of there. Now it's back up above 447.08, but way below where it was this morning. I mean, this was one of the things that makes Tesla so difficult to trade. I mean, look at this candlestick. That's a mess. Here's the SPY right here. I don't know, we're going to get it. We're going to end up with a hammer today? Who knows? If we get back above the 8, we're going to end up with a hammer, which will be bullish. Right now, no idea. You had a little comfort from the TLT moving up. Yeah, but again, Tesla doesn't trade off the TLT very much. I mean, Tesla is a tough stock to try to trade. I know you know it because you follow it. You trade it a lot, but the TLT gapped down pretty hard this morning, indicating that the interest rates are spiking up, and that's probably part of the reason the market's down so much. But the VIX, which should be up a lot, it's only up 2% today on this big drop. I'll probably take lunch in about 20 minutes or so. Okay, see if we have any more questions here. What is Zion? What is TOT for? TOT? Did I put TOT somewhere? I'm not sure what you mean by that. What is TOT for? I just said TOT. I did. Talked about the VIX and I talked about the TLT. TLT. I was thinking for his Tesla. No, he's Ram Kumar just made a little bit of money on Tesla. He said he had more confidence in taking it because the TLT had bounced up. TLT is the basically this is indicative of interest rates. It's a 20-year bond. This flush down in TLT this morning indicated that interest rates were going up, and what he was looking at is he got a little bit of a bounce in TLT off the lows, so he felt more confident about going long Tesla. I don't know how much that actually relates, but that's what I was talking about. TLT. Measures interest rates. 20-year Treasury bond. Again, as TLT goes down, interest rates goes up. It's an indicative of higher interest rates, which can be a bit of a drag on the market for sure. I hope that it's clear what we were talking about on TLT. Remco used a combination of Tesla moving off the 8, which was completely valid. Tesla moving off the 8 in the SPY, and the 15. The SPY super system with Tesla, which went blue right here. Yeah, see how Tesla's coming off the 8. So yeah, that was a valid entry. I mean, I'm not saying it's not a valid entry. I just don't think the TLT is going to really impact it very much. I don't think you can take the TLT movement and try to add that to one of your criteria for these trades of the SPY super system. I think you can just stick to the straight criteria of the SPY super system move up, the fact that it's breaking through the 8 and the 15, and you've got no real resistance until you get to the VWAP. I think that's if you stick with that, I think you get plenty. I'm just looking for some stocks that are outperforming everything in one direction. It's very hard to find anything right now that's doing that. Again, we roll the KSS weekly ATM position out to next week, as we will always do if it works for us, which it is. Collected some nice profits. That stock's up. That's up pretty nice. About $45 a contract right now on this weekly ATM. Again, the total risk on that trade was the difference between the two strikes, right? 23.50 and 21, right? That's $2.50. That's $250 risk plus what you ended up paying for it. I paid 16, so my total risk on this was 250 plus 16, so 266. If you get into it today and your risk is about $250 a contract plus whatever you paid. If you played 10 cents for it, your total risk is 260. That's how you figure the total risk on a weekly ATM trade. Coin potential intraday short, relatively weak to the SPY. Yeah, all the cryptos are relatively weak to the SPY. But if I look at, let me look at it on my TC2000 chart. I take a look at coin. All right, so here's coin. It's weak, obviously. It's weak. It's got support down here at 259.62. Let's look at the 5-minute chart. All right, so here's coin. Moved up this morning. This is the market right here. This red and green line. Market's coming down. So's coin. Coin's going up. Market's going up. It's pretty much trading pretty much with the market, I would say. My feeling here is that it's moving kind of with the market. Market's coming down, so is it. Market went up, so is it. And this is the, by the way, this is the market internals. This is your market internals. Notice it's been coming down all day long, all day long, all day long. Starting to bounce a little bit right here, but now rolling back over again right now. Coin rolling over as well. Market internals rolling over, so the market internals are going to be switching to yellow or red over here, as they just did. Hey Doug, SPY Super System on call worked really well following the technicals. Very good. Let me see what it was. I was on the SPY. So yeah, right there. Nice trade in the SPY. Following the technicals and not the P&L. One of the best things that I've taught you. I appreciate it. I'm happy that you feel like that, and I'm happy that it's worked because it's something I really focus on a lot. Please don't watch your P&L. That's not going to tell you how you're trading. Watch the technicals. Trade off the technicals. That's what's going to tell you how to trade. Watching your P&Ls, all that's going to do is put emotion into your trading. If you're making money, you're going to get emotional. You're going to want to protect it. If you're losing money, you're going to want to panic and get out because you don't want to lose any more money. It destroys your trading to watch the P&L. SPY coming back down again now. Didn't quite get to the VWAP.
Hello?
Q's coming down.
Hello? This is Ruth.
NVIDIA coming down. There's not much movement here though in these stocks.
Oh, yeah, that's Monday, isn't it? Wait a minute. Yeah, it is Monday, right? Okay. Correct. No. Okay. This is for, I think, 3 o'clock or 6 o'clock. Oh, 4 o'clock. Great question. 117 maybe? Yes, thank you. Please say 197. Okay, sounds great. And you too, thank you. Bye-bye.
What's that for, Ruth?
It's a televisit with the GI person.
Oh, okay. Television does it good.
Huh?
Don't have to go park anywhere.
It's at 4:20, so yeah, I'm glad for that.
A lot of choppiness now in the market. A lot of choppiness. Right here at lunchtime.
Yeah.
Did I exit TTD? Yeah, those are all day trades. TMUS and TTD, I'm out of those. TTD yesterday, on TTD yesterday I had in the money calls, or in the money puts I think, and I also had some out of the money puts. The out of the money puts made me about 20%. The in the money puts we broke even. This was the trade we had right here yesterday on TTD. The in the money trade right here. 38 puts for $1.10, sold them for $1.10, and I had some out of the money puts that I tried for the other method I'm using here, and that those worked okay, about 20% worth. Okay, market choppy, very choppy here right now.
Choppy.
Dan, maybe a good time for lunch. A little challenging right now. Absolutely it is. Um, I gotta leave the YouTube open a little bit long. Whoops. Dan, Dan says kind of choppy right now. Kind of challenging. Might be a good time for lunch. Definitely a good time for lunch. I'm gonna wait a little bit because I need to keep the YouTube room open for a little bit longer, and then I'm gonna take some lunch. Yeah, this market is just, let's be honest, this is crap trading right now. This thing is all over the place. We don't have any direction to the market right now. It's been down today, but right now it's just directionless. So it makes trading very difficult. Again, we had a new all-time high overnight on the SPY, but it's retreated right from it. So we've got a bullish market that's really just a choppy bullish market. Very hard to stay in anything very long. Google, a good example. Google was a nice long setup. It's just meandering back and forth above the 15 EMA. Just very, very tough trading conditions. And so I'm just watching the SPY on the 15 EMA. SPY is still above it. 682.80 is the next resistance level. 682.87 is the next resistance level in the SPY. I'm moving up here. 682.87. That's a horizontal resistance. Then we got the 8 just above that. The 8 right now is at 684.03. 684.03. We'll see if we get to revisit that. All right, I'm going to get ready to take lunch here in a couple minutes. As the SPY is really not doing much of anything here. It's moving up toward the VWAP, and it's above the 15 EMA again. So we're getting a little bit of a bounce. There's just no momentum in the market here. It's just we had a very hard sell-off today. Now we're just chopping sideways. I've taken 3 out of the money trades today. Tesla was a big win. John Deere was a good win. Tesla was over 100%. John Deere was about, I think, 20%, 25% something. And I took a loss on Oracle, 50% loss on Oracle. Those are the only 3 of those special trades that I did today that we're working on. But there really isn't too much else to trade here. Tesla was a big one. Tesla's trying to move back up again right now. But again, there's nothing here to entice me to get into anything else at the moment, especially on a Friday. Okay, I'm going to grab some lunch. I'll be back in a bit. I'll be watching the market, but I'm just going to grab something to eat, and I'll be watching the market. I'll be looking for some trades to take. Right now, they're almost moving toward lotto times for those out of the monies at this point. And I'll be looking to see if I can find anything for Monday on time spreads. Okay, I'll be back in just a bit. And again, thanks everybody on the YouTube feed for being here today. I appreciate it very much. We'll be back again Monday at 11:30. We broadcast every day from 11:30 to 11:30, 11:45 for an hour. And you can see what goes on in the room. You can see our SPY Super System software here. Talk about the trades that we're taking, what conditions are where we are. Right now I'm recommending against taking any swing trades until we get a better feel of what the market's going to do. That's what we try to do in there every day. Answer questions, call out stocks, answer questions on stocks for traders all day long from market open to market close. All right, and if you have any questions, just go to rightlinetrading.com. I'll call Rory, 786-732-4656, and he can give you the particulars about becoming a member of the room, the alert service, or buying the software, this is one of the best, I think one of the best additions you can make to your software, into your applications that you can get to help you become a better trader. Absolutely the best. Okay, see you folks on Monday. Have a great weekend, you too.